Obviously, things are a little bit better since the last time we talked. Did you go skydiving again? Did the solution work?
Not again. I
I
don't think
mean,
I'm gonna go again now.
well, I
Those
mean,
skydiving
now
days
you
are
can with
behind
momentum on your side.
skydiving days are behind me.
So
I've
what's
done.
next?
I don't know. Whatever comes up, I'll see from there. But all I know is that skydiving is behind me now.
I saw on stream that were you 1v1ing Palafox?
Yeah,
Okay, I was in an interview when that happened. Like, did you win? What happened with that?
yeah. I smashed him. It wasn't close. We were playing it early at 1v1.
Oh, Jesus. So how bad does that feel then? If you're beating him in a 1v1 on Aurelia, but then you're relegated to just poking out a freaking uh, Olaf as Scion the entire game. Like, how does that work?
I mean, that's part of the job, Um, yeah, I mean, my ball line did really well this game, so my job was really easy. Where it's just like, okay, don't die. It's okay to go down farm. I mean, I'm playing Sign anyways. It's not like Olaf's gonna have kill threat on me or my team, so it was just chilling. And then I had like good like lane phase after like 8-9 minutes. Early game went down a bit more than I should have, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter because I'm playing a tank, so it's just part of the job.
How boring is it though to just chill in a single lane the entire game? Coming as like as a non-top player, like can you explain that for the rest of us? Like how do you keep your sanity?
I don't think it's that boring. I think there's always intricate details of the matchup. I mean, this can be a kill lane if you're playing poorly. So, I mean, obviously it's not expected to happen in LCS, but at certain points I had pressure in the lane, so I kept him under his tower for like 4 minutes. Pretty much was what it felt like in game to me. I don't know exactly how long, but he was just like 30% HP under his tower the whole time, and that part was really fun for me because it's like, well, he can't do anything, and I just have all the agency in the game, so that was really fun part.
The camera spent most of the time watching bot lane fall apart and then watching mid and jungle the entire time, so we didn't really get to see it other than little
Right.
bits of like pan up, oh you two are smacking each other again. Let's go back down.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely more intricate than that. I mean, it makes sense. Like, we were trading waves, but he was just
Yeah.
chunked under tower every time, so he was just lingering around like 30% HP. If anyone came up, then he would have died. I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, yo, if anyone can make a top, he'll just die. So, but I mean, we're just winning everywhere, so it's like you have too many options and they're all good. So it's like, that's the problem when you're winning too much.
Jeez. You're now the second person this weekend. Speaker noted it yesterday in his interview. Or sorry, Blabber noted it yesterday in his interview. Is 100 Thieves like really just struggling that bad in lanes to the point where it seems easy?
I mean, they're probably the most disoriented, disconnected team I don't want to say I've ever played against, but they're up there. Like, I can't think of one off the top of my head, but my memory is also bad in that sense. But like,
You played against 2019 Golden Guardians. I can't imagine it's much worse than that.
I mean, this is really bad because they don't even have a good plan to come back. They're drafted, it makes sense. Um, it was almost like mind blowing. Like, damn, these guys are, were the best players for so long in the region. At least like Dobith Bjergsen, but um, it's fall from grace really. And I think like they really like overhyped their rookies. Like, I mean, obviously you want to buy into them, right, as the org, but like as a competitor, it's like they're so shit. Like, they're not doing anything. But yeah.
So you kind of came in a similar spot though back in the Optic days where you came into a team that just didn't
Yeah,
seem like it was like all
yeah,
clicking together.
but okay, so I would say like I didn't play with extreme like veterans like that.
True.
I mean, I had Arrow, I had Crown, I had Meteor, so in a sense I did, but like if I were to help like younger players, like I would know what to say. I would know how to like mentor them. I don't think I've ever had that in my career, so I think now it's like there's so much experience in the league. So any new player in LCS or like in Academy, like they should be brought up to speed on like what's required of them, like how you want to play lane and all that stuff, like relatively quick. So I think it's like coaching is really probably terrible. I mean, it's really easy to just kick a team while they're
Yeah.
down. I mean, I think they have potential. They can turn it around, but from the outside looking in, it seems like they haven't really solved any of their issues. And I don't even know if they know what they are. So obviously, we just want like I don't really want to kick them on down.
Yeah, no, I get
But
it.
I hope they improve for
Shi
summer.
Shifting it back to you guys, you were the first to bring out Aurelion Sol. You've now won a game on it as well. Obviously, the FlyQuest game unfortunately didn't pan out despite the comeback. This is now, what, a year and a half straight of you guys just constantly being on top of the meta, being willing to try these new picks before anybody else, even though obviously more teams have followed suit this weekend. What's your thought on Aurelion Sol in the meta? And second, are there any other picks that like you're really interested to try out? Because it seems like you guys are willing to do anything.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just creative as players in terms of what we want to play. So always have ideas, and I mean, Asol just got reworked, and every champ that gets reworked by Rai is bound to be broken. So you just have to figure it out, really. But he definitely has his weaknesses, like got exposed by C9 yesterday, and against us as well. So I mean, if we were like one of the first teams to try out Asol, so there's gonna be some learning struggles, but I think it's a strong champ. Yeah.
Any other champs that like you really want to try out that you haven't gotten the chance to? Without leaking any scrims, like any off the wall.
No, I mean nothing crazy. No.
Interesting. So now you guys are pretty much in this bubble with EG and Golden Guardians just below FlyQuest and C9, which looking at the somehow Dignitas is keeping FlyQuest or Cloud9 close right now. But it seems like those two are kind of ahead of everybody else, and then there's that lump in the middle. What do you think you guys need to do to break into that top 2 spot to start closing the gap between those teams and the rest?
Just to be consistent. I think our FlyQuest game was wildly inconsistent compared to how we play in scrims, at least with like how stable we want the game to be. So working on consistency, we did a good job of that this week in scrims. So just translating it to stage and not letting the pressure make us make bad decisions in the game. So yeah, it's really about being consistent. I think we're back on that track after our like 2-week trip. So just building from here.
Cool. Final thing I got for you. A lot of the broadcast and various people around the community are doing like their tier list of players. Would you be willing to give a tier list of the broadcast talent that are on the LCS lounge?
Yeah. I don't even know who's on.
You got Mark Z, Jat, Emily, and Raz between the 4 of them.
Okay, so I think Jat number 1, Emily number 2, Raz 3, and Mark 4th.
Oh, poor Mark Z bringing up the rear.
Yeah.
All right.
But I like the content piece he did yesterday with Speaker. That was pretty funny. So maybe he's gonna move up a couple spots if he keeps that up.
Are you prepped though for if he tries to do that to you? Like if you walk into the room, like is the guard immediately up?
Nah, I mean I'm down to do whatever, but that was pretty cool. That was pretty funny.
Okay, don't let me waste any more of your time, man. Enjoy the weekend. Got any big plans?
No, nothing.
Oh, come on. You gotta go out and do something. You can't just sit at home and play games all day.
I'm going out with a friend, but we'll
Okay.
see. Yeah.
Good for you. Enjoy the weekend, man. Have a good one.
All right, thank you.
Adios.